Yo, if you don't know me, I'm 5, guys. The protein obsession is out of control. Oh my god, you guys can't even see what I'm talking about. But now you can. The protein obsession is getting out of control, bro. Actually getting out of hand. I was just in the chat, bro. I have a friend that I can even eat ice cream without, bro, asking me how many grams of protein this shit have. It doesn't matter, bro. I'm just trying to enjoy my ice cream. Bro, is ice cream like carbs or something?
From your protein, my ride or die.
New protein Eggo waffles.
Crush hunger with Hot Pockets high-protein steak and cheddar.
Protein's in your water, your chips, your donuts,
Water?
even your damn pasta.
Protein, water?
It's not just you. Protein is suddenly everywhere. Every year, its search popularity has been increasing, while the number of new products marketing their protein content has almost doubled in the last 2 years. Some companies have even tried selling protein vapes, because 71% of people aim to eat more protein in 2024, up from 59% in 2022.
But we all trying to get big.
20. Oh, maybe about.
Not good.
It's protein time.
But if you thought influencers were unhinged with this protein craze, just wait until you see the companies cashing in. From shady marketing to ridiculous new products, they've managed to rebrand everyday
Protein
foods
soda?
to charge a premium. But take a look closer and you'll see this protein boom isn't nearly as innocent as it looks.
Cheerios under
Bro,
fire.
that shit is actually an epidemic, bro.
Claiming a new version of the classic with more protein has a lot more.
Hey, my boy got protein
as well.
cereal today too.
So why is this protein gold rush happening now? How are companies getting away marketing regular products as protein snacks? And most importantly, what do you actually need to know before getting tricked by the label?
You guys talk about protein? I love protein. I love protein too. Protein rocks.
I believe people are trying to get bigger in 2025. Like they,
Protein's first
mostly
true
everyone wants
disciples
to,
were bodybuilders.
be
By
more
the 1970s, early sports
Now.
science and gym culture had made it clear protein was essential for muscle repair and growth. But the first few
That's
supplements
crazy. These people are
were
huge.
awful.
Are they
Protein
natty
at the
though?
sea was gritty, fishy, and borderline inedible. But as the fitness industry exploded, so did the demand for something better. By the 1980s, dairy-based protein, which was smoother and better tasting, became the gold standard.
What girl's gonna go for me with a body like this?
Hey, if the sight of yourself at 18 doesn't convince you, Tom, listen to your senior year girlfriend.
Hi, Tom. I'm waiting.
Milk. It does a body good.
Outside of the gym though,
That would've
nutrition
got
trends
me.
were dominated by one thing.
I would've bought that
low
milk.
fat. A
I
handful of
would've bought that
observational
milk.
studies in the 50s and 60s, followed by official dietary guidelines in the 70s and 80s, blamed saturated fats for heart disease. Food companies saw low fat as a marketing goldmine, even if it meant replacing fat with sugar.
Dannon low-fat yogurt. A good thing going for you every day.
By the late 90s, the cracks were obvious. Obesity rates kept climbing. The backlash came in the form of Atkins and other low-carb diets, flipping the villain from fat to carbs and putting protein and fat back in fashion. Through the early 2000s, supermarkets' health aisles became a battleground
You were
between
carbs?
low-fat and low-carb products. Meanwhile, social media was taking bodybuilding mainstream. Whey protein had become cheaper, tastier, and heavily promoted by influencers. Suddenly, high-protein everyday foods like Fage Greek yogurt and Quest bars were trending well beyond the gym.
Nah, the
Brands
Greek
began
yogurt
to
got
notice
me.
something.
I
Carbs had been demonized,
joined.
fat had been demonized, but protein was untouchable. By the 2020s, longevity-focused experts
I
like
think
Dr.
fat
Peter
just sound like you're telling me I'm fat, bro. It's just kind of like, cause even like yesterday, like I had to like hit my fat thing on my app. I had to hit like my goal for the fats. It's like 27 grams. I was like, fats, bro. 27 grams of fat.
we're praising protein not just for bulking.
I had my
but for
protein in my
preserving
car. That
muscle
should be
age,
good.
supporting immunity and keeping you full. Protein now had a health halo, and then came the perfect storm. A global lockdown, widespread weight gain, and a renewed obsession with health. Weight loss drugs became mainstream, so dietitians urged patients to eat more protein to avoid muscle wastage while eating less. So now, protein-boosted products are almost seen as a shortcut to a healthy body.
There's only one way to reach the
Protein
top
water,
without
gang.
sacrifice.
What the fuck does that taste
Cheating.
like?
By this point, if your product wasn't high in protein, it looked outdated. So companies either reformulated to add it, or used marketing tricks to make it seem like they had.
Let me see that. Go back.
Or used marketing
What the fuck did
tricks
they do? 200 calories, 6 grams of protein,
to make it
6.7 grams of protein.
seem like they had.
They're fooling us right. Oh my god.
There's one main problem with many high protein products. They aren't high protein, and it takes a wizard to spot the tricks used to legally get away with it. Take this bag of chips, apparently high protein. Sounds solid until you realize a serving has just 3 grams of protein, less than a slice of bread. Then there's this high protein chocolate bar, 27 grams of protein, but also a massive 455 calories.
It should be illegal to write this on you. 20% of your daily protein needs.
It feels like every aisle is now
Crazy.
stacked with the same ultra-processed snacks, only now they're boasting about an extra gram or 2 of protein.
This f***ing shite has 12 grams of protein for 250 f***ing calories.
The Kardashians' popcorn has 7 grams of protein per 150 calories. Sure, it's a step up, but twice the price.
Dude, the
is
Kardashians
a
have
pretty
popcorn
expensive
too. I
sprinkle.
never seen
How
their
can a Nature
popcorn.
Valley bar that's only 17% protein still slap protein on the front? To understand how that's even legal, you've got to understand the loopholes they don't want you to know about. In the US,
I mean,
if a
fast
product has just
protein.
10 to 19% of the daily recommended value of protein, it can legally be called a good source of protein. 20% or more, now it's high protein. But here's the catch, that daily value is based on just 50 grams of protein a day, which is way below what most people would benefit from for fat loss or building muscle, at least according to the most up-to-date science.
Right.
But by this rule, if a product has 5 grams of protein, it's a good source. 10 grams or more, now it's high protein, even if it's surrounded by 300 calories of gloop. In the UK and EU, it's a little bit different. If 12% of the calories come from protein, it can be labelled as a source. Over 20%, and it's high protein. So we have many companies, including just
2%?
enough protein in order to make these claims. And when a company doesn't meet these already low thresholds, there's plenty of legal loopholes they can jump through. They could claim
Service
50 grams
size
of protein,
restriction.
then put in small print per pack, or as Cheerios Protein did, add an extra 0.7 grams of protein to regular Cheerios, double the portion size, and then claim 11 grams of protein with milk, which is where most of that extra protein came from, while conveniently leaving out that
Oh
this
my
great new
god, they're
product has
cooking.
70
They are cooking with the loopholes. Like, you think the whole time, oh, I'm just eating 7 grams of protein or 11 grams of protein with my syrup. But no, bro. You gotta pour milk on that shit.
times the
Well, it's
sugar
not gonna make a
per
difference.
serving.
What the fuck?
And even the shakes aren't innocent. Slim Fast boasts 10
Wow.
grams of protein.
They are
but that's
really
with
getting us
fat-free
every
milk.
time, bro.
The powder on its own, a measly 2 grams of protein.
Especially if I have anything in my room that has
Companies
excess
often
protein.
dodge strict rules by using vague terms. Instead of saying high protein, which is regulated,
2 grams of
they say
protein.
things like protein packed. Like these protein packed balls,
Yeah,
which
they're
only
on the
have 4
protein
grams of protein per serving.
I also added 2 times the protein on here because companies love to do that all the time. You just have to compare to a comparable product. In this case, it has 2 times the protein of Twix.
They'll often choose a low protein product as a baseline to make bold claims. Many companies will also include imagery to give their product a health halo, including images of nutritious whole foods on the packaging. Or they'll say something like it has as much protein as an egg, implying that it's just as good, when in reality, it's nowhere near as nutritious.
Right. True.
In fact, a lot of protein boosted foods like breads or chips use lower quality sources like pea or wheat protein. If you already eat plenty of meat, eggs or dairy, it's not a big deal. But if most of your protein comes from these ultra processed foods, you might be hitting your numbers without properly fueling for muscle repair or growth. Protein quality matters, not just the total.
Bro, that, oh my god. So these yogurt things, I gotta stop eating. These are not doing nothing for me.
But even when a product adds a meaningful amount of protein, it often comes with a trade-off. To mask the chalky taste or rubbery texture, companies add extra fats, sweeteners, sodium, or other additives. It might taste better, but it can also mean more calories and ingredients which don't necessarily benefit you. Companies will often take a high sugar, high fat bar, slap 10 to 20 grams of protein in it, and suddenly it's a performance snack.
This is Snickers Pro Plus, not protein,
Wow.
just pro to imply
How's it even-
protein. If we use a King's protein,
Performance snack.
this is Snickers Pro Plus,
This is Snickers Pro Plus. What?
not protein, just pro to imply protein.
Just Pro. And oh, they say Pro Plus, and then oh my god.
If we use a king size Snickers bar, it has 8 grams of protein, so we can highlight that. And the plus can simply mean plus energy from peanuts.
This trickery is exactly why I recommend most people to track calories for a couple of months. It helps you spot the bullshit so you can actually make progress. I noticed many of these protein posers while tracking my macros with MacroFactor, who's kindly sponsoring this video. Let's how many
I do have an app already, so you don't gotta worry about it again. Is this the ad? Damn, the ad was pretty.
cheat code. Slap the word protein on a product, charge extra, and watch the profits roll in. Protein pasta can be almost twice the price for just an extra 3 grams of protein. It's an easy way to charge more for your cereal. But sometimes, these are just regular products, marketed as high protein.
5.1 grams of protein. 5.1 grams of protein. Lidl, are you flipping
like
mad?
0.1?
Just about enough to claim a source of protein on the front, but it allows companies to make massive profits. And let's face it, often get away with them tasting horrendous because it's healthy.
Hi, quick question. Is the main ingredient in all protein bars shit?
With the fitness industry growing, protein has only become more valuable to the public. So when people realize they're being tricked by a protein label on regular food, they get understandably frustrated.
This is a protein bar. This is a protein bar. This is a steaming pile of wine.
This isn't a small trend, it's a full-blown protein gold rush. In the first 3 months of 2025 alone,
bro, I'm gonna drop my own yogurt, bro. Just
all new
slap
food
protein on that
products
bit.
bragged about being a source of protein. That's up from 6.1% in 2024 and just 4.6% in 2023. But most people still believe protein equals healthy, so companies get away with the fine print. Take these collagen protein gummies, just 0.15 grams of collagen per serving. That's less than a third of a Tic Tac. Still, people leave 5-star reviews because they taste good and they seem healthy.
Right.
More and more, we're just getting catfished by clever marketing. And the worst part, they often jack up the protein while gutting the actual nutrition. Let me show you how dumb it can get.
Macros,
Let's
no
say you're
help.
trying to lose weight on 2,000 calories a day with a protein goal of 150 grams. You could achieve this with the following. For breakfast, protein cereal, a protein Pop-Tart, some collagen gummies, and a Hubba Bubba whey shake. For lunch, protein spread in a protein sandwich, some birthday cake peanut butter protein, and protein chips. For dinner, protein pizza with a protein beer to wash it down. Still under your goal? No worries, just vape the rest. Congrats, you hit your macros. Now try not to protein cheat yourself, because you've consumed loads of sugar alcohols and additives, not nearly enough fiber, and you'll probably still be hungry.
Bro.
Since ultra-processed food just isn't as filling as whole foods. I learnt the hard way.
Well, I
as a
got
teenager.
31 grams of
During
fiber
lockdown,
today.
There wasn't much fresh food in my area, and I was convinced COVID meant instant death. So I basically lived on protein products ordered online. Sure, I hit my calories and lost weight, but I also racked up deficiencies, felt bloated, and barely ate any fruit or veg. These products tend to be stripped of the vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients you'd find in whole foods. And Michael Pollan calls that narrow thinking nutritionism. To make things worse, protein-fortified junk often comes with a premium price tag, which is the main issue, especially when you consider that most of these products aren't really high protein. All these products
way
have their
these,
place in a
like,
balanced
companies,
diet,
like,
but
just
if your
make so
diet
much money
boils
from
down
us,
to
it's
chasing
insane.
protein claims on flashy labels, you've basically become a marketer's dream.
Your protein powder.
What's the next step?
Protein products shouldn't be demonized. They can offer convenience
Protein.
and often taste surprisingly good.
Hey, Dan, what
if
is
a shake
next?
helps you hit your protein goal, brilliant. But many companies are just passing off regular treats as protein products. It's like putting lipstick on a
Protein
pig.
bads? Like,
all the while, actual
while you
whole
laying in
foods
bed, you're still
sit
getting
sadly
protein?
in the corner with no marketing team behind them. And here's the punchline. Some of the products marketed as high protein have even less protein than they claim. Take Lenny and Larry's cookies. They proudly claimed 16 grams of protein with over 400 calories, already a bit questionable. But when tested, they were found to have 4 to 9 grams of protein, which is what I love about a piece of chicken and Whole Foods.
4 to 9
No
grams?
bullshit or asterisks involved. So here's a question worth asking. If the protein bars and cookies that you're relying on turned out to not be high in protein, would your diet fall apart? Because if the answer
Not
is
mine,
yes,
but y'all be safe,
probably
man.
a red flag. One
Y'all
simple
be
test,
safe.
which helps me choose shakes and bars, is to take the calories Knock off the last 0 and compare.
Makes
If a
things like
product
shit.
has more grams of protein than this number, it's pretty good. So a bar with 190 calories and 20 grams of protein, decent. But 480 calories and 16 grams of protein is starting to look more like expensive candy with a protein sticker. Protein isn't the problem, the marketing is. And the craze isn't slowing down, but you can before buying into the next shiny label.
Bro, I'm really gonna start looking into that shit now, bro. What the hell? I kid you not. I feel like I have fallen for those things. Like, oh yeah, I want to hit my protein for the day. Let me just eat this fucking protein water, bro. Like, protein, sugar, like protein, this and that. Like, yeah, but realistically, none of that shit really matters. So I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and if this video helped, drop the like. You guys tomorrow.